Hello. It's Christmas Eve, and I thought this was the perfect time to give you a little update. And more than the update, actually, what's more important to me is to just wish you the best in these holy days, that you make them holy, that we make them holy. However, you celebrate or don't celebrate them, just wanting to send a big sleigh full of gratitude out to all of you for being on this journey with me. And I feel like it has new meaning for me this year. Not because it's particularly merry, but it's full of such amazing gratitude and a real knowing of the all the different ways in which angels surround us and are surrounding me right now. And you all are one of them. And the most astounding things have been happening, and not the least of which is the rain of financial donations that have been flooring me with the generosity that has been offered to me by all of you. And I'm so, so grateful. I don't even really know how to thank you enough. I'm just astounded. And there's people sending me money that I don't even know, and people that are anonymous donors that are saying they're sending me money because they appreciate that I'm going on an alternative path. So that feels really special and like a support that gives me particular kind of courage. So thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy solstice. Whatever, however, this year is touching you and moving you towards giving and love and appreciation. And I want to just say a few things because I've been, of course, researching more, understanding more about this kind of cancer, which some say is the most challenging disease known to medicine, which is wild to hear that. You know, it's been called the silent killer, the most lethal gynecologic cancers. And I've learned more about the chance of recurrence, which is huge in the upper stages of this cancer. Like in stage 3 and 4, they're saying 90 to 95% chance that it will recur, either in the same part of your body or in a different part of your body. And this makes me just be so incredibly devoted to and in a kind of bowing to the dream maker, because in stage 1, the rate or the chance of recurrence is much lower. So I'm feeling really hopeful and grateful during this season, especially. And I'm doing everything I can to support my body in this path forward. So it's a little bit strange because I feel fine. I feel good. I'm strengthening my body daily from the surgery. And so it's kind of odd to have the doctor still saying, well, we think you need chemo. And so I'm considering IPT amongst other things. And the other things are vitamin C therapy, mistletoe, all kinds of mushrooms and fungi, lots of supplements, a change in my diet, no sugar, copper TM, it's called, and other things. And the IPT, or the low dose chemo, what my research tells me is that it is as effective and much less harmful than full on chemo. So if and when the blood tests show me that that would be prudent, then I will move ahead in that way. That's what I understand today. It's what I'm feeling like is right for me. It's actually a kind of brilliant science that they put together with giving you 10% of the drug. It's called insulin potentiated therapy. And there's more that I could share with you about it, but I won't do it here. So I've just been holding this journey with all the curiosity that I can. I feel like it's here on purpose and I want to trust it. And I don't see it as a demon that I want to kill, but something I want to listen deeply to. And I want to provide an environment in my body that is not conducive to it growing, but conducive to it teaching me what it can. And, so much of the allopathic world has placed a war paradigm on it. Um, Kill it, burn it, or cut it out, burn it, or poison it. And that's not what I want to do to my body. And it's certainly um, in a kind of relationship with the earth where I feel like we have done that to the earth, is we have poisoned it and burnt it and wanted to cut parts of it out for our own use. So lots of words put on the disease, like the battle, kill it, beat it. We're survivors of it, destroy it. And that's just not the way that I want to be with it. I feel like my life story is a part of me getting this disease, and I can't possibly understand it or know how to proceed with it without really looking at my life story. And luckily, I've done a lot of that in my life, but I'm looking deeper. And I feel like I want to live into whatever the bigger story is that is here, particularly since it started with a dream. I'm really curious about the bigger personal story and the bigger transpersonal story of cancer in the world. So I listened to an interview with one of the top oncologists that was on Democracy Now! And I'll put a link to it in the bottom below this video. But I was really taken by her distress about the way that they have studied the disease and that they have really gotten not very far with it. And one of the things that she said was upsetting to her was that, when you become a doctor, one of the first rules of becoming a physician is to do no harm. And she said she was in a lot of inner turmoil because of the cut it, burn it, poison, and all those things. Particularly the radiation and the chemo do harm to the body's systems, particularly the immune system, which we need to take care of the cancer. So it's an interesting path that I find myself on, and it's pretty much taken my life over. Like every day I spend time researching and making sense of things. And so I've given myself over to it. And it is an underworld journey. And that is what I have been guiding for nearly 20 years. So it's not new to me to be in the midst of that kind of abyss. And what I know is that I believe the human species is actually made for heroic journeys that involve dismemberment so that we can remember who we are. And something about putting our life on the line for something, I think, may bring out the best of us, or at least the most courageous parts of us. So your donations are allowing me to drop fully in and to be with this rather than like, hurry up, kill it, get on with your life. And I cannot tell you how much that means to me. It feels like it allows me to be with this in a way that is true to myself, and in an organic way, and in a way that I hope will help others further down the road. So I think that's about all I need to share with you today. Just want you to know again that I'm in such deep gratitude for all of you with me. I will continue to give you my updates. What I'll do is monthly, I'll have these blood tests, tumor markers, and a test called Nagalase, which checks for, it knows when cancer is growing a certain kind of enzyme. And the doctors say I really need to keep up on it, because part of why this particular kind of cancer, or ovarian cancer, is challenging is that the way that it grows in sheets on the peritoneum. So it's very sneaky. It's hard to see. And the blood tests don't always show it. So they're saying, you know, do the IPT chemo right now. And I am still sitting with how soon I will do that, whether I will wait and watch blood tests and see what that shows me, or whether I will move sooner. So that's a question that's still with me. Oh, I did want to share. Some of you know that I did this clearness committee last weekend on the solstice, and it was a powerful experience, vulnerable experience. Left me raw, but it left me knowing for sure that I have some very solid aspects of myself that will carry me forward in this. Not that I don't fall into fear and despair at times, but I'm in the best possible position I could be in, and I'm so grateful for that. So this season feels actually more potent to me this year than any other year, perhaps. So thank you again so, so much. I hope that you're feeling love with your families, finding compassion for the crazed world we're in, finding ways to get out into nature and be calmed and healed by her. I know I am. And that you know that you are here on purpose as well. I'm so grateful. Thank you again. Merry Christmas. So grateful for the light returning. Happy solstice.